I guess it should come as no surprise that this is a city we are also going to love.
I love Poland.
It's so good. Morning everyone from Krakow. This is our first day exploring the city. We got in yesterday after a first class train ride.
It's a little less sardine-y.
It's interesting to see the place during the day because they have this beautiful uplighting on all the buildings and it's just very classical architecture and it's such a cool city. We can't wait to explore.
It's warmer here. It's like 10 degrees warmer in Warsaw.
First step up today is lunch.
I love the cities that have the stairs that you cross underneath the intersection underneath. It's like a whole little different world over there. And it's good when it's freezing because you get like a breath of warmth. It's not like heated or anything, but like it's not as cold down there. But I love it.
We can't be stopped. I randomly saw a spot selling pretzels and now we're getting one.
And they're homemade. I mean, fresh baked.
Oh my gosh, I wonder. Oh, maybe it's caraway or cumin? It's freaking glorious.
Whatever the flavor that makes rye.
Yeah, caraway.
It's not.
It's not hot, but it is very fresh, so it doesn't matter. I forgot that Alyssa totally hates caraway, and this is chock full of it. I love it. It's like a pretzel mixed with a rye bread. It's chewy. The outside is like crunchy. This is a fantastic pretzel. Since Krakow didn't experience as much devastation during the war, it is very much an old city. So the alleyways and things like that are much more narrow because they weren't necessarily made for cars like Warsaw and Gdańsk. So it's really cool. It kind of reminds me of Malta, very narrow alleyways like where cars have since learned to drive, but it's really beautiful.
So we've been seeing these like super cool nativity scenes in every single window, and we thought it was just like a Christmas thing that they do, but it's a nativity scene contest that's all throughout Krakow. Every store or boutique can like join in on it, and then in February they're going to be displayed in the Krakow Museum. To Kluska na Placu, which is a Salizian restaurant, which is a nationality of people that are German, Polish, and Czech. There's 800,000 of them in the world, and they specialize in like a different kind of dumpling that has influences from all three of those places. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is. It looked good. He brought us a little pastry with sour cabbage and mushroom.
And the world's smallest glass of wine.
It's only $3. Just looked across the table and Brandon's shirt is inside out.
Mistake anybody could make.
No! I got the seasonal special, which is a roast pumpkin over pumpkin hummus with chimichurri couscous. I saw it on Instagram. That's why we ended up coming here, actually.
That's so pretty. Mm-hmm. So I got the lunch special, which came with the tomato and noodle soup to start. I can't put my finger on it, but this tastes really familiar. And it also comes with the signature dumplings today on Monday. You can choose meat or veg option. I decided to go with the chicken. You can also get beef, mushrooms, pork. There's all sorts of options. Mine is a chicken and a cream sauce. Oh, they feel like bouncy. They are so bouncy. We had dumplings the other day and they were more like a gnocchi texture, but these have like such a gumminess. It's almost like a mochi texture. And there's a little bit of paprika, some chives, garlic, something spicy, some chili powder or chili flake or something like that. This sauce goes really well with it. Something to keep in mind, Krakow is, I would say, about 15 to 20% more expensive than the other two cities we've been in Poland so far.
At least in the touristy Old Town area.
Yeah.
So in Gdańsk and Warsaw, the touristy Old Town area was the same price as everything else. There's horses coming.
There's definitely still quite a bit of deals to be had. Restaurants by and large are a little bit more expensive, and we're paying about $10 more for our accommodations.
But you can tell that they up their prices for tourists, which is
Yeah.
good for them.
Yeah. This one's as tall as I am. This is St. Mary's Basilica. It's an absolutely beautiful Gothic style church. It is closed to the public except for prayer, so you are able to go in there and say a prayer, but you're not allowed to take pictures or anything like that inside. You can, however, pay 15 zloty for a tour. Look, there's a hot air balloon randomly like in the city.
Krakow is a very walkable city, so we decided to walk around until we were hungry again. We found ourselves in Kazimierz, the Jewish quarters. Poland's World War II history is so intense and saddening. We were so lucky to see and experience the small amount we did during our visit to this amazing country. Each city we visited had a completely different experience during the war. Here in Krakow, there are quite a few walking tours you can join, but there are a lot of placards and info if you choose to explore alone, which is what we did.
We're gonna go search for some Indian food and then get a couple drinks.
Poland just lost the World Cup, so it's dead everywhere. So we're the only people in this restaurant. Everyone else is at a bar watching it, being sad. Yes, perfect.
Oh, thank you.
The first thing we got was the veggie pakora. We got garlic naan. We got lamb vindaloo, a side of basmati rice that's like seasoned with something, I forget what, and then chana masala. Oh, and he gave us some extra chilies on the side.
So this is a lamb vindaloo. There's obviously chunks of nice roasted lamb. It's a tomato and chili sauce. It's pretty spicy. We asked for it extra spicy. It comes with chunks of potatoes, which I really love. Slightly acidic, and it's spicy with the chili, and they top it with coriander. This one is chickpea curry, so it's popular with vegetarians, but this is Alyssa's favorite one. This is a pretty thick version, which I appreciate, and it's just a classic tomato sauce. There's some yogurt in there, obviously turmeric, coriander. I cannot explain how good this is. It's bomb. We got some more of these chilies. They go so good with the food. Well, that worked out perfectly.
Haldi, that place was fire. Came out to $40. It was so cute. It was presented so well. We got so many beers, so much food, so many appetizers. We got food for tonight after we go and have more drinks.
Yeah.
Love this place.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Unlike the other cities we've visited, Krakow was not damaged that poorly in the war, so a lot of these old buildings have stood the entire time. They didn't receive nearly as much devastation as some of the other Polish cities, so you get a really good look into what old school Poland was like. This is a 15th century city wall, and this is about the only section that still remains during the day. You can pay an admission to walk along the top of it, but we're just gonna admire it from down here. Behind me is the Barbican, and it is the last of the standing fortresses that they actually used during medieval times to protect the city. And you can tour this thing during the day for a small fee. found this sweet spot called the Vodka Bar right in the middle of Old Town, and they do different flavored vodka flights, which are famous in Poland, and we haven't drank any vodka since we've been here. So we're gonna give this a go. We just asked for the weirdest flavors that he had, so we have no idea how this is gonna go or how they're gonna be, but we'll find out shortly. The best part about this experience is watching everyone walk up the stairs with their flights.
Also, look at where we're sitting. We're in this like little book nook.
Here, give me the thing. We are like above everything.
Pudding vodka.
Do you like it?
I do. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's like Malort but light.
Oh. Time for the brown one. I'm not gonna smell it because that hasn't helped yet.
Top three?
Top three.
As you guys know, we love our Asian food, so I am very surprised at the quality and quantity of Asian food available in Poland.
Yeah, ton of variety. We stopped at Vegan Udon for a quick bowl of soup. I got the lunch that won. It came with half a bowl of udon, 2 pieces of vegan nigiri, and then a vegetarian sushi roll as well.
And I got the full bowl of tempura udon, which came with 3 different pieces of tempura veg, zucchini, red pepper, and sweet potato. I have never had vegan sushi before, and that was delicious. I could definitely see if you don't like fish, just eating vegan sushi and getting the same vibe. Like the stuffings that they put inside of it, all the vegetables and the tofu and stuff, was delicious.
Not too shabby for 20 bucks.
Yeah.
On this day, it rained all day, so we just stayed in the Airbnb and did some video editing. Here's a tour of our Airbnb. This Airbnb was great. It was $42 a night. We stayed for 4 nights, total of $171. The bed was super comfortable. The bathroom was big. The water got hot. They also had an espresso machine and left us some chocolate. Okay, now for dinner. We found this place, Pizza Garden, really close to our Airbnb, and it ended up being amazing. It had been a long time since we had pizza, so Brandon was dying for pizza. We got 2 medium pizzas, which actually ended up being quite large. I opted for the white pie with sun-dried tomatoes, ricotta cheese, artichoke, and Brandon got the red pie with pepperoni and basil. They were both amazing. I can't even decide which one I liked more. The cheese was so good. I'm telling you, the food in Poland is unlike any food I've had. You can get such a variety of different cultures' food, and they do it so well. Unfortunately, after our meal, our server told us that they were closing. I am so sad that this place is not still in business for you guys to go and see, because honestly, this was one of the best pizzas we've ever had in the entire world.
The craziest thing, everyone in there was eating their pizza with a fork and knife. We were the only 2 people using our hands, like American clowns.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you eat your pizza with a fork and knife or with your hands. So right outside of our Airbnb is this amazing Polish bakery, so we decided to get something we haven't tried before and a couple coffees to start the day. One of the things we've been dying to try and haven't had an opportunity yet, are these cakes that they serve at all the Polish bakeries. There's like some sort of a phyllo dough and 2 different types of cream. Looks like one is like a milky one, and then the other is like a custard. And I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions. I will eat cake for breakfast today.
Oh, I don't even know how you're supposed to do that.
Sort of a knife?
I would pick it up.
You think pick it up? This is horrible. I'm gonna pick it up. They didn't give me a knife or anything. I'm not sure how you eat it. I'm just gonna do this. That is not right. Oh, it's bomb. This is one of the longest operating markets in Eastern Europe. There's absolutely everything here. If shopping for souvenirs, there's an endless alleyway for you. You're bound to find something that you would love to bring home. The city seems a little bit younger and more vibrant. There's a lot of young, cool people, and there's cool coffee shops and bars and restaurants and things like that. It's a little bit more happening place than Gdańsk was like a tourist town. Warsaw was like old school Poland, and like this is like where all the cool kids hang out, I feel like. Poland has absolutely blown us away.
Yeah.
I feel like we had no idea what to expect, and this is 100% a place that we will come back to and explore further.
Yeah, Mexico is like my #1 country. I love Mexico. I could live in Mexico, and I'm getting the same vibe from Poland. I love it here. Like, I want to come back and spend 2 or 3 months here. I love it, and the people are amazing. I love the people here. It's insane, and it's so easy. It's cheap. It's easy. You don't have to know a lot of Polish.
The amount of English that is spoken has completely blown me away.
If you are scared to go to Europe, this is a great place to start. Like, honestly, you get the entire Europe vibe, and everyone speaks English. It's like
affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
I can't say enough good things about it.
For sure. So one of the things that's different about Krakow, aside from Warsaw and Gdańsk, where we came from, you can't take photos in any of the churches or basilicas, and they're very strict. You'll see signs just on the outside before you enter saying not to take any photos while you're inside. So be mindful of that when you come here. Next, we headed up the hill to visit one of Krakow's most famous sites, the Wawel Castle complex. The castle is a beautiful Polish fortification located on the site of one of the earliest settlements of Krakow. The royal residence was destroyed by a fire in 1499, and the result of the reconstructions is this beautiful palace we see today. This place is absolutely magical. Everywhere you look, there's something more beautiful to take in. The history of this place is amazing, an awesome site, and if you're in Krakow, you have to hit it up. Wawel Hill boasts some of the most breathtaking views of the city. Watching the sunset here was one of our favorite moments of our entire trip.
This view! I wish this wall was a little lower. I just need to say one more time before this video is over, if I haven't said it enough, how much I love Poland. You need to come here. I love this country. Why are you holding this thumb?
I don't know. I wanted to be a part of the conversation. They won't let me in.
What is it?
It was a conversation about mathematics.
That's why they were leaving him out of the conversation.